All right, so now we have an idea of what rotations look like. Now we're going to have to ask you to do them on paper. But let's first get into practice with the images on the slides. Our first EQ question will be, how do we rotate figures on a graph about a specific center of rotation? Here are the general steps to rotations. First of all, we'll always rotate around the origin. Then you need to determine how far you're turning, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, or 270 degrees. Then you need to determine which direction you're turning. There's clockwise, which will be shown with CW, and there's that symbol for the direction clockwise, or counterclockwise, shortened with CCW, and that symbol of the direction of clockwise. Then you're going to need to plot where the vertices go. That's kind of the key to all of the transformations we have done so far. Once we know where the vertices go, then we can just connect the dots to create the image. Then the last thing, of course, is to label with the prime symbol again. Just a little language tip for those who are not familiar with clockwise or counterclockwise. Clockwise means like the clock. I don't know if you guys seen these clocks before. Many of you sometimes don't see these type of clocks now. It follows the direction of the needle. So when we're going in this motion, that's clockwise. And so that's what that symbol means. Going the opposite direction, counterclockwise. That's the opposite direction of the clock. All right, let's practice some of rotations on our slides. We're going to start with this image always. First, let's rotate the image 90 degrees clockwise. And this is how you would do it. When you click on the image, you'll see the frame and you'll see this little blue dot on the top. That controls how much rotation you want to do to your pictures. Notice that as I turn, I see the frame move and I also see the degree measure. And if I go all the way down this way, it'll tell me when to stop. 90 degrees is when I stop here. This should be how it looks. I should also say you can go even farther. And it'll tell you how far you've rotated from the original position. So if I pull it down this way, it'll be 180. If I go another quarter turn, 270. And then 360 will be moved back to where it was originally. And then I should say, you're going to be turning things counterclockwise. However, this doesn't measure counterclockwise measurements. It only does clockwise. And so you need to know that going counterclockwise, 90 degrees, means less 90 from 360. So you're going to have to do some calculations in your head. So if I go counterclockwise 270, this is where I will become, which is the same thing as going clockwise 90 degrees. So just so you know that this degree measure only measures going clockwise. So let's practice some more with the other types that you have and try to turn the image with that blue dot on the top. For this one, go 90 degrees counterclockwise. So again, you would need to take minus 90 from 360, going counterclockwise. And so your image should be at this position. Then let's rotate this image 180 degrees and clockwise. Go ahead and pause. Your image should be here. Finally, rotate it clockwise 270 degrees. And go ahead and pause.